while the creative destruction of evolutionary capitalism trashes the ecosphere. I believe it was Joseph Schumpeter who made the observation about capitalism being creative destruction. What wasn't noted was the implicit externality of capitalism as creative destruction of the planet's ecosphere. Capitalist economic methods require reform. Environmental economics that are adaptable to the present national and global challenges require intelligent design of political parameters, responsive to meeting the challenges to the synthesis of national, social, economy, and ecosphere. Capitalism in its present evolutionary form is demonstrably inadequately responsive to the challenges of habitat loss, mass species extinction, global warming, oceanic pollution, and dislocations of economic and physical security of the citizens of the United States and the world. In theory, capitalism, with intelligent design parameters set politically, would better work to satisfy those political and consumer needs. Mass media sycophants of concentrated wealth and power get their news feeds from government and corporate releases largely. Reiteration of ethics values of concentrated wealth form the bulk of the political socialization of the masses encountering the mass media product. Hence, those values of evolutionary capitalism instead of capitalism under the direction of intelligent design gather together like a peloton in a distant bike race riding through an ecospheric and economic eschaton, waiting to crash down upon them like a spring-loaded Hyper Maxwell's hammer. Plainly, one wonders if the Federal Reserve can, in effect, print up money to buy U.S. bonds and issue zero-interest loans to large banks as a permanent feature of the U.S. economy without causing hyperinflation or devaluation of the value of the dollar. Another potential problem is the large number of dollars held abroad in relation to the quantity held by Americans. Will Americans be able to afford to live in their own nation if they aren't part of the 1% in the future? One also wonders if the Denver Broncos will win the Super Bowl, if LeBron James will go to the Lakers, Cavaliers, or Knicks, and where Carmelo Anthony will go this fall. Will he be a dual gunner with the Lakers' Kobe Bryant? President Obama has had 7 major policy achievements or failures in his 6 years. Obamacare, queering the federal government, making Bush tax cuts for the rich permanent, getting a Sunni caliphate started in the Middle East, forming bad diplomatic relations with Germany and Syria, running the money printing presses copiously without causing hyperinflation, and creating more public debt in one term than President Bush did in 2. It is the last policy that is remarkable and a cause for wonder. It seems as if a new age of economics has arrived long after Nixon took the U.S.A. off the gold standard in which the Federal Reserve can just issue more money to buy U.S. bonds and fund the cost of government, and make zero-interest loans to large banks, providing free money effectively so the rich can buy up business opportunities globally. There must be some unintended consequences for that. I just can't say what they are. In Afghanistan, however, the probable fraud that built the Abdullah presidential run seems set to marginalize the Shia Tajik candidate and ensconce the Sunni candidate, who can perhaps work better with the Taliban after the U.S.A. accelerates withdrawal of most of its remaining forces that are intended to be gone by the end of this year. President Obama doesn't evidently have much concern about the incipient necessity for partition to spare the Northern Alliance-oriented partisans the embarrassment of protracted Sunni oppression and purging in the post-NATO occupation. Realistically, the U.S. government should consider Plan B to partition Afghanistan and reinforce the Northern Alliance if they're returning to a pre-2001 configuration eventually. Maybe Iran can be of help in reinforcing the Northern Alliance if they aren't too busy reinforcing the Iraqi Shia under siege from the Sunni Caliphate in northern Iraq and part of Syria that developed as a result of the Obama administration's decision to oust President Assad of Egypt and put a new Sunni government in power there. The role of the U.S.A. in developing a broad Sunni terrorist infrastructure in the Middle East is apparent, though perhaps more a result of ineptness of the administration rather than intention. I hope they do not transform behind a wave of ineptitude into further destabilization of the Middle East politically that can bring economic and ecospheric harm regionally.